Hey, everybody. Welcome to Unpopular Opinion. I'm your host, Adam Todd Brown. Jeff, thank you for being on your best behavior.
I'm always on my best behavior. I feel quite nice about it. Thank you.
Absolutely not true. You are normally a huge asshole.
Good boy, Jeff.
How's it going, Jeff?
Living the dream. Didn't deal with any traffic on the way here. It was a trafficless hour and 5 minutes to get here.
I mean, hour 5, that's
it's not bad. No, I know people are like, ugh, but
yeah, in LA?
To get 29 miles in Southern California in an hour is not too bad.
Yeah. We are recording in person.
En person.
At the new Unpops studio, which is finally set up for live streaming. We're live streaming this.
We're dreamy streaming, baby.
Nice soundproof room. We could kill someone in here if we want to. Should we kill you?
Yeah. All right.
No problem.
I go out on a high. If it's right before Christmas and I go out, right? That's my equivalent of dying fucking.
I feel like this room looks like Christmas. We got the right colors.
Oh, I was going to say, I feel like this room looks like a murder room.
Oh, well, yeah, that too.
This is a dark web room.
This is a room where you would die of a heroin overdose, not so much get murdered.
Oh, no, this is snuff film. This is like definitely, because it's all like, it's clearly curtains. So it's clearly just like,
yeah.
There's clearly like a window right there, but it's covered up to be nice and like whatevered out. I don't know, man.
There sure is.
This definitely has like murder on the dark web energy to this room, and I'm not mad about it.
Well, let's murder someone on the dark web after this. How
murder these fucking questions, bro.
We are doing another Q&A episode because I'm having a wild week, and I still have a needle in my jaw.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Yeah. I still have that embedded in my face. I have honestly no clue when this needle is coming out of my head. I talked to some doctors a couple weeks ago, and they were like, we'll get back to you. And it's like,
don't call us. Like you had an audition for surgery. Like,
yeah, exactly.
We decided to go with another patient for this.
There's actually another needle in your jaw that we're going to remove first. So,
how many needles are in here? Yeah, they just put you down and you woke up with like 30 needles in your face, like fucking Pinhead.
Pinhead, hell yeah. That would be great. So, we are answering people's questions. I'm getting distracted by the chat here.
By the chat. One comment every 12 to 20 seconds is really getting you down.
Yeah, that's weird how that's hard to keep up with. But we got questions from Patreon, from Twitter, from Discord.
From Instagram.
From Instagram. I didn't know we had Instagram.
I got 2. I just did 2.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I didn't do 2. It's just 2 people replied with questions.
Do the 2. Woo!
To the do.
No, that's not.
Do the your mom.
That's good. That's good. That's really good. That's really good. So, what was that at the end?
I was treating your mom like a lady.
Yeah, you were. All right. We got a lot of food questions.
Hell yeah, man. I am fucking starving. So this is great.
Are you?
Dude, I've had just a protein shake today.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I can't eat before I go to the gym. If I eat anything at any point in time before I go to the gym, I'll fucking vomit.
That's
so. And then my class is at noon. It goes from noon to 1. So I don't put anything in my body other than water until like 1:15 every day.
Oh, that sounds healthy.
Well, it's nutrient dense, but it's just I just can't. Like I've tried it every time. If I'll eat something at 6 a.m. and at noon, if I do anything, my body's like, oh, you're going to let something go real quick. It's a fucking nightmare, yeah.
That does sound like a nightmare. So, yeah, let's talk about food then.
Let's do it.
The ghost of Dave Thomas says, what's a food you hated as a kid but love as an adult?
I don't know if I would say love so much, but I've come around pretty hard on peppers.
Like red peppers, green peppers?
Green peppers, diced pepper. Like, because it's naturally a bitter food. And if you're a kid that's used to, like, flavor, it's like a pretty aggressive flavor. Plus, my mom, the Italian part of her, loves, like, peppers and eggs. But they would be, like, long slivers that would get, like, moistened. So there was, like, a wet pepper in the eggs.
I don't like that.
I don't either. So I hated it. But like now that I've learned like, dicing peppers, and I think they're a great addition. So yeah, I would say pepper.
Peppers?
A little peppers.
Yeah, for me, it's like fruit and vegetables related also. I would say tomatoes. For a long, long time, I could not stomach a tomato. I mean, but they have their place. Like, I still don't.
In a nice tomato salsa.
Tomato sauce, I put them in my chili, and then you always fucking flick them against the wall or whatever and don't eat them. But it's fine.
Fuck your tomatoes.
But
Love
tomatoes,
the chili. Fuck the tomatoes.
Mayonnaise, I used to not be able to do.
Oh, mayonnaise.
I super came around.
Mayonnaise has terrible PR.
Yeah.
And people like to shit on mayonnaise because it's the color of white people, I guess. I don't know what the plant, but like it's my favorite grilling fat as well. So if you're making a grilled cheese, instead of putting butter, put mayonnaise on the on that shit when you're grilling it down. Ooh.
Yeah. It's a moistener, Yeah. You got a dry chicken sandwich, it's going to moisten that right up.
It's also great. Mixing mayonnaise with hot sauce. Fucking
aioli right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't eat mayonnaise. Have some garlic aioli. That's fucking that's mayonnaise.
Same thing.
That's hipster mayonnaise.
Same thing. All right, next question. This is appropriate, seeing as how it's coming from former Georgetown Hoyas men's basketball coach John Thompson. First things first, love you guys, of course.
Agreed. Next question.
I enjoy the shows. Same, yeah, I'm on board. Jeff, are you down for the new Ant-Man? Why or why not?
Yes, because why not?
Yeah, I've liked all the Ant-Man movies.
Yeah. What would I... No. Like, yeah, man.
I know
they're fun.
What's-her-face is like an anti-vaxxer now, and people are salty
I saw
about
Black
that,
Panther.
Yeah.
And she's as anti-vax as they come.
Yeah, there's some issues that just aren't going to keep me from seeing a movie. And I think,
if someone's an anti-vaxxer, I'm like, well, I hope you get it and fucking die, but until then, I'll watch the movies.
Yeah. I'm still going to watch Ant-Man, though. What is her name? Why can't I? I'm in the midst of a Lost rewatch.
Evangeline
podcast.
Lilly?
Yes. Also, Adam, is it true that Jeff doesn't even like sports? I've actually never heard that.
No, that's...
Yeah, that's crazy. Of course, Jeff...
It's actually a real out of left field...
Oh, sure.
An out of left field reference that you would even have there. So
yeah, I mean, you're wearing a hat that looks just like a Boston Red Sox hat. Of course, we both like sports. The fuck? Noel Danger. Hey, y'all. I'm such a big fan of all the shows, but my absolute all-time favorites are the Nirvana podcast, Corncast, and the Limp Bizkit podcast.
Hey, I'll go fuck myself.
So my question is this. Will you ever do a Nickelback podcast? Hear me out. I think it would be a hell of an interesting deep dive, and I just know it would be hilarious.
I love the hear me out. Because, hear me out, here's the premise of your show. Yeah, of course. Of course it would be interesting, right?
Yeah, I would love to do a Nickelback season because I know almost nothing about that band except that I hate their music with the intensity of a million burning suns.
Yeah. With Nickelback, here's the thing about Nickelback is like I don't really like their music, but they seem like really cool guys. Like they seem like really decent dudes.
Yeah, I bet they're all right.
Like the guy from Nickelback, he's always like, I don't know why everyone's so awful to us. Like, and I like that. He also did that really good cover of was it Seek and Destroy or something?
Oh, I haven't heard it.
They covered something at a concert or a festival, and it was so good. It was like, oh, yeah, when you play other people's music, it's great.
Yeah, and I know what I hate about Nickelback. I mean, I don't like their music, but I've read interviews with Chad Kroeger, the lead singer, and he's apparently such a perfectionist. Like, he wants no dropped notes, none of that, and it's like...
That seems, yeah.
Then you sound like the Eagles.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, be more Radiohead than Eagle, you know.
Or just
Radiohead, it always seems like they just record an album once they're ready to go, and they're like, and that's the fucking album.
Or Neil Young.
Yeah.
Like, Neil Young could break his fucking hand on a song, and he'd be like, that take is fine.
I think the imperfections are what make things perfect.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Also, that was a really good Neil Young on my part just now.
Not bad.
JT!
What up, JT?
Adam and Jeff, if you were stuck on an island and could only bring 3 things, what would they be and why? I would bring a gun to kill Jeff.
That was literally what I was going to say. I was going to say a gun with 2 bullets to shoot at him twice.
Fuck you.
I'd bring a boat.
That's smart. Helicopter?
Yeah.
Because they didn't put any rules on this.
Yeah, no, I'd bring I could, because here's the thing. I wouldn't take a helicopter because I can't fly a helicopter. I'll take a boat because I could figure a boat out.
Right. Good
Like,
point.
give me a motorboat.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, a big old set of titties. The honest thing of like, if I was stuck on a desert island, we're talking like Castaway style, right? Like, it's not like a cartoon mound with a fucking palm tree sticking out
Right,
of it. It's,
right.
That's good. Like a Rambo knife. That's tough because it would be tools. Like, I wouldn't be one of these people that would be like, I'm gonna bring Catcher in the Rye or something.
Yeah,
I'd rather
no, fuck that.
get your books out of here. I gotta survive.
Just fuck Catcher in the Rye in general.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'll do. I'll fuck Catcher in the Rye.
Sure.
Some lube and a copy of Catcher in the Rye and some condoms because I want to be safe. That's such a tough question to spring on me like that. I didn't see that one.
That is a hard one.
Yeah. I think a tool, like a multi-tool, like a Leatherman, would probably be a good idea. Honestly, a gun probably isn't the worst, or like a bow and arrow or something.
Yeah, something to hunt with.
Yeah. And then a big old set of titties.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Maggie Foster, this is an easy question. Star Trek or Star Wars?
It's not as easy as you'd think.
It's easy for me. Star Wars, definitely. My dad was, and I've warmed up to Star Trek
Yeah.
since. I think the J.J. Abrams, like the first J.J.
Kelvin
Abrams
timeline, yeah.
Star Trek kind of softened me up to that
Because it's a Star Wars movie.
franchise. Yeah,
With Star
pretty much.
Trek people, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, Star Wars for me.
You know, it's like, obviously I've grown up on Star Wars, and Star Wars has been a lot of the stuff that I deal with. But, like, you know, over the pandemic, I wasn't rewatching all the Star Wars stuff. I was watching The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. I personally think there's a lot more depth to Star Trek. I think that they're currently putting out good stuff. But Star Wars just has too much of my past.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I mean, and also, like, nobody in Star Trek is as good as Darth Vader as a villain.
Yeah, that's the thing. The characters don't do it for me as much with Star Trek, and I just have so many childhood memories tied to going to see Star Wars in theaters because I'm old. I remember seeing Return of the Jedi in, like, I can still picture the theater I saw
From
it
a
at.
piece of luggage my dad carried me in.
I was 7. Like,
Wow.
so I was old enough.
I think you would fuck with Deep Space Nine. I think Deep Space Nine is probably, like, phenomenal. Now, that being said, I haven't watched Andor, and all people have told me is how fucking good it is. So I have to get to it. I just haven't had time.
I haven't been able to get into any of the Disney Plus Star Wars shows.
I didn't hate Obi-Wan, but from what I understand, Andor is just, like, people are saying Andor is the best Star Wars. Like, it's the best thing that Star Wars has done.
Jeff?
Yeah.
James Nidzinski would like to know Spider-Man collections, storylines, graphic novels, and favorite indies. Which ones?
For Spider-Man collections, I personally love the Superior Spider-Man by Dan Slott. I really enjoyed the Tangled Web series, which is more of an anthology about the people affected by Spider-Man. And then also just, I really think Dan Slott's really great. And then any Spider-Man written by Zeb Wells. Zeb Wells, in my opinion, is the most underrated Spider-Man writer. I think he ended up being like the head writer for She-Hulk, the show.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just very talented. But, like, honestly, like, instead of collections, I would say writers, and I would go Dan Slott and Zeb Wells are my top 2 Spider-Man writers.
Yeah, that's what I would have said, too.
I know.
Jay Sherman 5000 says, will either of you be attending All Elite Wrestling Dynamite when they return to the Forum on January 11th? Finally!
We've been chomping at the bit. It's been too long.
I cannot wait.
I would love to be able to have room for wrestling. I don't. I only have so much bandwidth, and it is spoken for. I fell out of wrestling a while ago, and, like, I have friends, like, I'm enough on the fringes of it where I can, like, I get the gist of what's going on.
Yeah.
But no, the only wrestling that I attend is Wrestling Pro Wrestling in Burbank. It is.
Shout out to Rivers Langley.
It's and Eric Barnes.
And Eric Barnes.
It is so fun, and it's. God, if you're ever in LA and you can find a way to see Wrestling Pro Wrestling, go to it, because it's just absurdist theater behind the mask of wrestling, and it is so fucking wild.
Yeah, I would go to a live wrestling event, but I mean, it's not going to be one January 11th.
You don't go to anything with a matching date, because sometimes terrorists are like, well, people will remember 1111.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I don't fuck with wrestling that much.
I think we're going to go see hockey though right around that time.
We are going to go see hockey. I also got tickets to see Metallica.
You did, huh?
I got both nights. They're playing 2 nights, but they're doing completely different sets with different openers both nights.
Who are the openers?
Pantera one night, which how?
With an asterisk, right?
Yeah, big asterisk. And then, I don't know, some metal band I don't give a shit about. But it's going to be very, very exciting.
Were those expensive? Those seems like they would be crazy expensive seats.
You know, for 2 nights, 2 tickets each night, I was able to get in on a pre-sale, so I got them face value. So I paid right around $500 total.
For the whole thing? That's not bad.
Yeah, that's like $125 a ticket. That's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be very fun. I'm hoping my friend Clint, who used to be the president of the Metallica fan club in the Midwest, I'm hoping he flies out for it.
Did you offer him a ticket? Is that?
Yeah,
oh, that's so cool. What a nice dude.
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Not you, him. He's probably a nice dude.
Yeah, no, you suck. Yeah. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Sure. All right. Johnny, he's got a question. Instead of remaking successful movies, if Hollywood decided to remake bad movies with a better budget and director, what would your choice be? That's a good question.
I would take 1952's The Thing from Another World, and I would have John Carpenter direct it. Oh, no, that happened.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's just The Thing.
Oh, The Thing. Sure.
That's all I had. Fuck.
No,
like a movie that I thought had, because like bad movies with a better budget, I would like to see Short Circuit redone. I would like to see.
But you still want Fisher Stevens
to be in
Indian
brownface,
dude, right?
yeah, of course. Well, I mean, I guess maybe they did do that with Chappie.
Chappie.
That's Chappie. Do you know every movie I go to, I do a That's Chappie?
I do know that because I go to movies with you. And you do at every movie at some point go, that's Chappie.
And I got to be honest with you, I don't even care what you say about it. That doesn't get old.
Yeah, it does not get old.
So good.
It's great.
Yeah, I mean, like bad live action movies that have potential, I guess is the question, right? Like the concept is there. Because I think they do that a lot, though.
Yeah, well, I have an answer from very recent history, which is The Dark Tower. That is Stephen King's best book series by a million fucking miles. And that Dark Tower movie sucked ass. It was so bad. I don't care who directs it. You can have fucking Matthew McConaughey and Idris Elba star in it again. Just do it better.
Yeah, okay. So in that regard, then, I guess you're like, if we go through there, like imagine something like a Batman versus Superman done by like Boon Jong-ho or something like that.
Yeah, that would be
like to see like how somebody although, to be fair, that's what happened with Eternals when they're like, let's give it to an auteur director. And it's like, maybe that's not a good idea.
That was a good question.
Yeah, that was a good question.
Oh, this next question, Kevin Calkins must be a new listener. What is your favorite podcast to listen to? Can't choose your own. That's cheating. I only listen to my own when I'm fucking editing them. Beyond that, I really don't have a ton of time. Like I have podcasts that are made by friends that I would recommend.
Yeah. Secretly Incredibly Fascinating.
Yeah.
All the stuff on Gamefully Unemployed, I think is really good.
Yeah. But I don't.
I think here's the thing. When you are working in this field, we don't have a lot of free time. And listening to podcasts, it's fun. You know, like they're fun when you hear them, but like that's just like working on work.
Yeah, and it's also not my preferred method of background noise.
Yeah. Put one on Pornhub and we'll see.
Like I had a listener reach out recently, Rebecca Stewart, who has been on
Next to
the podcast a bunch of times. She's great, and she just became a lawyer. And she texted me and said, hey, Unpops really helped me get through all of that study and whatnot. And I love to hear it, but also I cannot imagine.
How the fuck did you do that?
Yeah, I can't imagine, like, doing research or trying to focus while someone's talking in the background.
I'll get that. Like, I'll drop an episode of Jeff Has Cool Friends, and someone's like, can't wait to go for my run to listen. And I was like, how the hell are you getting motivated to run while you're hearing me being like, so what's it like being a stuntman?
Yeah,
like
I can't listen to like audiobooks when I'm exercising or anything.
I need I need the Tron soundtrack. If I need something that's I need to feel like I'm in a video game when I'm running. Like that's really how I think about it. So yeah.
Yeah. I prefer to listen to music when I'm working. That's basically what it boils down to, I think. Gumball Head the Cat coming in with the weirdest question of the bunch. Adam looks like my dad. My dad has been dead for about 12 years. I am 10 years older than Adam, I think, maybe 6 or 7. Would it be weird if I called Adam Dad? I don't feel like calling him Dad. I'm just curious. This feels like a story problem. And
yeah, but
there's like a trick answer here.
No, that's not weird.
I'm supposed to say no, they're both going opposite directions or something like that. But no, of course not. It's not weird.
Yeah. The trick is Adam is actually the boy's mother.
Yeah,
I believe is the thing.
I have never found it weird when older dudes call me dad. That would be. Oh, that sounded.
But I love when age appropriate women call me daddy.
Hey, right.
I don't. That pulls me right out.
Yeah, it's creepy. It's creepy as shit.
I'm always like, what? No. I call you daddy. Wait, no, also not that. Wait, in the chat, Donna Milligan just said, I listen at 3 times the speed rate and enter a state of flow. You listen to a podcast at 3 times the rate?
Yeah, I know people do that.
It's like watching a fucking Micro Machines commercial.
I can only, I'll do it with audiobooks if I'm listening to one for research, but at best I can do like one and a half.
Yeah.
Like where they're just like talking like this and there's no silence.
I remember you had me read or listen to this, like The Science of Getting Rich or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, part 1, leave ghosts alone. They're busy. They don't have time to help you get rich. And I was like, what the fuck?
So funny.
It's like from some book from like 1908 about getting rich.
It's the book that basically invented The Secret. All right. Dre says, I know Jeff's answer, but feel free to elaborate. Adam, what is your favorite TV Christmas special?
It's a good one.
I don't really have one. I like Christmas, but I don't like Christmas content. I like watching basketball on Christmas Day. Sometimes I like going in person on Christmas Day.
You do.
But yeah, I know as much as I love Mariah Carey, I'm supposed to be all fucking amped up for Christmas music, but I'm really not. I just like.
No, you don't have to do that.
I like Christmas. I don't like Christmas content.
Muppet Family Christmas, available on YouTube.
Very nice.
And Dre knows that because we did an episode of Nerd about it.
Mitt Romney's mustache, if that is your real name, says, have either of you ever read Rick Perlstein's books? You ever read any Rick Perlstein books?
Is that the guy that played Hellboy?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy from Sons of Anarchy, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Has anybody ever tried to start an Unpops book club? Me and Danger had a podcast called Get Lit.
Yeah.
In the very early days. But here's the thing. That's a lot. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's the thing. Remember when we were like, podcasts, who has the time?
Yeah.
I guess I'll sit down with a nice novel.
I have been trying to read more lately, but
yeah,
like trying to read outside of reading for work. Like I read constantly for work. Also, have you ever done a commissioned podcast for a fan?
Yeah.
You did. A couple back in the Kickstarter days.
I do that as a tier on my Patreon.
I think we had it as a tier at one point.
Yeah. I was like, hey, how do I survive doing this? How can I actually make money doing this? And I did that. And I think one of them should be opened if it's not open now. So look at, I'll co-host a podcast with you. You got to do the other parts, but tell me what to research. I'll do it. And
Oh, you do the research?
no, I'll watch whatever they send me.
Okay.
Like, watch this YouTube video or do this. But, I'm not going to edit it.
No.
Can't do that.
Joseph Gonzalez says, what's your Mount Rushmore of fast food chains?
Oh, that's probably the best question we've ever gotten here.
I think so. It's
That
the most
might be
appropriate.
Fast food chains. So let's be specific. You can get this food while sitting in your car. I think that's important to say. Okay. Yes, I would go with Burger King would be my top. I'm not going to lie. KFC, they've been in decline, but they've done some good work. I fuck with Taco Bell. And I'm not going to lie. There's something very reliable about McDonald's.
Yeah, it's hard for me. I would say Arby's might be my fave.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Arby's.
I love an Arby's. I adore a Long John Silver's. Very hard to find, but Long John Silver's would be up there because where else are you getting fast food fish and chips? Nowhere. Burger King, obviously. Those are the best fast food burgers. But also in contention for best fast food burgers, Wendy's. And that spicy chicken sando, to me, remains the best spicy chicken sandwich. But also, it's hard for me to not put Popeyes up there, too.
Popeyes has, I'll say this, the best biscuits in the game.
I never eat the biscuits at fast food chicken restaurants.
I would give a Popeyes biscuit a chance next time.
I mean, I've eaten them. I just don't.
Because they're so different than what you get at KFC. KFC is just like sort of a buttermilk biscuit. But Popeyes is like, no, we're going to flavor the shit out of this thing.
Yeah. No, I've had them.
That's a good question. Like my instinct is to be like, fuck McDonald's. But there's something about, if I'm ever like really hard up, a double cheeseburger with extra pickles and extra onions will get me to the game.
Yeah, I am not mad at McDonald's from a food standpoint whatsoever.
Arby's, the problem with Arby's is accessibility.
You know what's wrong with Arby's? Not a goddamn thing.
Hey, where are you going to fucking go for it?
Yeah,
They're hard to find.
That is arguably still the biggest disappointment that has happened to me at all in Los Angeles. When I first moved to Santa Monica, Arby's in my neighborhood, it was there for maybe a month. And then it turned into a Wendy's, which is still fine, but it's no Arby's,
I just think, I think Wendy's is hyped up. It's, aside from In-N-Out, it's, I think, the most overly hyped up.
I have come around on In-N-Out. There's one right up the street, and they make a decent burger. It's still not...
They're not worth the line ever. That's the problem.
Well, that's the thing. I only go when there is no line,
Yeah.
which does happen at this one, which is probably playing into why I have come around on them, because there's not as much lines here.